Rimworld 7 Deadly Sins. Another day here in hell, though that is just my day-to-day life here on YouTube. Hello everybody, welcome back to the adventures of these very strange, I suppose, 9 people now? Yesterday we began to develop our 7 Deadly Sins based on what they've already been up to down here in hell, and unfortunately there wasn't really very far we could take that. The only items we've got to craft gear out of is bones and metal, which works surprisingly well. But today, all of that changes, because yesterday we bought 5 miniature black holes, and out of which hatched giant caterpillars we're going to milk. Obviously. So with these, we can really go butt wild and make our people look however we want them to look. And I've been racking my brain trying to think what to do with a couple of these characters. I think Remus and Shittle in particular really haven't done a huge amount to distinguish themselves quite yet. Whereas I think Legal Lee has really jumped right into the big brain research. He also just happened to put on an LTEX helmet of his own accord, so I think Legal Lee needs to become our big brain psychic character. Given that he started with way less research skill than Shittle and lacks the double passion that Shittle has, but has already overtaken Shittle, I think big brain psychic powers for Legal Lee is pretty good for him at this point. Now, I will admit, I did accidentally chop down the animatree yesterday when I was building Arcadius's, less than stellar base. So to make up for the fact that I've screwed up Legal Lee's hopes and dreams, not to mention that the raids are getting, a little bit silly, judging by the raid that we saw a couple of episodes back, I've added in the meditation freedom mod to give Legal Lee a good chance at actually embracing his psychic nature. And for good measure, I've thrown in the meditation as worked up mod so that we can actually tell him to do that. And the meditation freedom mod is definitely one of the few overpowered mods we actually have, but giving Legal Lee the ability to throw some chunks around, I don't think is really a big deal. Very overpowered by base game Rimworld standards, but by this mod pack standard, probably just makes the storyteller laugh before he sends another hit out on Fat Larry. And on the subject of poor sweet Fat Larry, God, I hope we can get some arcane research today for the guy. Look! It's finally happening! Fat Larry's shearing the caterpillar? To shear a caterpillar? Black Widow Throne Silk. Is that not the really, really powerful stuff? Hang on. Sort by temperature. Craftable. Black Widow Silk something, something, something. 120 degrees. This could be exactly what we need to allow them to go wherever the hell they want safely on this world. Vestments. They count as skin. Oh, that's so good. That's great, because it means everybody can still wear the armor that we've crafted for them so far. What about Fat Larry? Fat Larry loses jumpsuit, which is a shame because, again, it's made out of the people that keep attacking him in his sleep. But it'll also give him 120 degrees of temperature defense, so I mean, shit, how can I not? Probably worth mentioning, I've also swapped out the Seeds Please light mod for the regular Seeds Please mod. Mainly because it allows you to extract the seeds that you need up to a certain amount. So we can say extract rice until we've got 100 rice, but then after that, cook the rest into food. You couldn't really do that with the light version of the mod. You just had to kind of extract seeds forever, and it affected all seeds as one build, so you couldn't really do that. So this works out way better without having to micromanage everything. Oh, and how could I forget? During our journey to get the first of our many relics, we also captured this guy here. My good friend, Weasel the Weirdo. Weasel the Weirdo, who we found by himself in a base with eyes scrawled all over the floor and a crucified crack minotaur. And I think Weasel the Weirdo is going to make for an incredible artist. Fat Larry is still being a massive bitch because of his wizard hat, and by massive, I mean, you know, he's being very emotional, not as in, not for any other reason. So I've decided to make him the next best thing, until at least we can make him a wizard proper. That's right, my friends. Widow Silk Chef Toque. Chefs, when you think about it, are just wizards of the kitchen. Ah! That is a mechanoid. And since we last fought mechanoids, there's been about 5 ships that have landed. And every one of those ships makes the mechanoid raids harder. Oh, hello. Oh, there's a centipede. We're dead. We're dead. Oh, shit. 5 assaulters alone would be enough. 2 scythers, 2 flamebots, and a centipede as well. Holy crap. This is almost certainly a side effect of all of those frigates landing. Each one of those that lands adds to the mechanoid threat. And I think we're up to, what, 5 now? Yeah, we've got 5 of them. Bear in mind, last time it was just a bunch of scythers that didn't do anything. To be fair, they might not actually come down to attack. And let's hope they don't, given that one of our weapons is a cat of 9 tails and another is a freaking fire hydrant. I wonder if we could bait out and kill a couple without the rest becoming a problem. We do have shields, though. We can get range shield bouts immediately. I thought you needed another research for that. Give me that. Can we crack out a 2,000 point research and give a shield to everybody before these mechanoids attack? Maybe? Depends if they're going to be like the Cyphers were last time. Whoa, 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 whoa. We have sun lamps? When the hell did we get sun lamps? I thought you had to get a research for sun lamps. This is... I built all this shit outside because... They're under electricity? Since when? Okay, well, look, I've wasted hundreds of steel building this out here. But I also only have 4,000 hours in Rimworld, so, I mean, how the hell was I supposed to know that? Oh, and they say romance is dead. In the middle of the quarry, in hell itself, Romulus has asked Schittel to marry him. And Schittel has absolutely accepted. Because, of course, why wouldn't you? Schittel is a man of culture, after all. That is incredible. What a fucking... This has been the Romulus show so far. This guy's stolen it. We just finished one of the many random apparel research, and now we've got the choice of advanced autopsy. I think I'm going to go with this one because A, leans into Robo-Mummy side of things quite well, but it also means if we get another one of those, what were they called, Mechanicus? Like, not like Candlebrand. Oh god, what was he called? Oh, he's called Quarry Slave, right? If we get another person like him, it means that if they do die, we can take all of their implants, and I guess by extent their organs too. Ah, there we go. 0 resistance left on Weasel. Soon the art can begin. Crucified crack minotaurs as far as the eye can see. Oh, and you actually start with the structures unlocked. Well, we've got to build one just in case we do get a minotaur turn up, right? Aha, there we go. It's Weasel. I feel like I should probably be keeping a much closer eye on everybody's kidneys at this point. Guess I'll uninstall this thing and get an art bench for Weasel sorted out as soon as possible. And sure, he's not the best artist right now, but it's going to be a while before we need his skills to decorate everybody's bases. I don't know if skills or decorate are the right words to use there, to be honest with you. Make Idol of Sigmar, Shalia, Ulrich. Gonna be honest, I don't really know what half of these things are. Oh, Arcadius, my friend. Whoa, look at all of these. These things are all trophies that require the corpse of the creature. Damn it, so I could have made a Bearer Fleet trophy. That would be really on brand for General Joe for the whole Wrath thing. Damn it. And, what's going on here, huh? Like a large woven sculpture. These large, still squirming sculptures serve as a reminder to visitors to Widow Outposts in Homeworld that Widow Justice is swift to arrive. Huh. 150 ingredients of 50 human meat. Alright, well, you know what? He's got a lot to be going on with. That'll be good training right there. Oh, balls. I completely forgot to convert him. Historical Neo-Joricism. Biological corruption, woodland primacy. I have no idea what this is. In that case, let's throw down a couple of pillows and let's get this guy converted as soon as possible. So begin conversion ritual of Weasel. Weasel's expectations are sky high. Only 53%. Oh, geez. There's not really much point going for the extra 2.3 on room impressiveness, is there? We could make legally a more impressive hat? Well, I've made legally what I can only describe as the best outfit I've ever seen in Rimworld. Got a nice religious hood, some sunglasses, a vest, a uniform coat, and a skirt. Oh, and of course the ash leather shoes from Fat Larry's Bedtime Invaders. No, I'm not talking about Arcadius. So hopefully with all of that, we should have a pretty effective conversion chance now. 208%. Oh, it's capped. Shit. So what you're telling me is I just wasted the past half an hour putting together that stuff. Is it really necessary to have him lie down? Seems a little humiliating. I did click conversion ritual and not execution, right? Oh, okay, we're good. I mean, it's basically 50-50, right? Everything's 50-50 when you think about it. Ah, there we go. Effective, nice. And I think at this point, it's probably also safe to assume those mechanoids aren't going to attack. I don't like the idea of having a centipede and a bunch of assaulters just sitting outside of the walls. But I mean, shit, what are we going to fight them with? A bunch of poor weapons that we scrounged up that can't even shoot in a straight line. I'm going to send Fat Larry in and his chefs who can fire hydrant to bludgeon them. Unlocks research, complete arm. Alright, if we could start replacing Arcadius' body parts with demonette arms... That seems pretty good. What, though? Yeah, but like... What are you doing? Berry Maker Dryad 1 has brain damage. It just charged a bunch of mechanoids single-handedly. I think it already had brain damage. This storyteller. Just fight me face to face, you coward. Volcanic heatwave, forced weather, volcanic winter, and a psychic drone. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Oh, brilliant. And now they're fighting the mechanoids. Oh, shit. Has that woken them up? Okay, that's a real big problem. I'm pretty sure the expression they use in hell is mega fucked. Oh, they're through. They're through and they're still shooting my walls. That's just rude. That is just rude at this point. Okay, here come the Scythers. Oh, God, here comes everything. Who has combat command? Nobody? Legal Lee? Nobody? Wait, what? Who did I make colony leader? Well, it's a bit irrelevant now, either way. Romulus, if you could actually get a fucking gun out there, pal, that would be a great help. Oh, this is mega fucked. Oh, this is mega fucked. Shit, so go stand there. Arcadius, let's bring you, like, here, I guess. What the fuck? Oh, no. Oh, get back, 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 get back. You know, Arcadius, stand there. Weapons to come around. Weasel, let's get you down here, friend. Where's the centipede gone? They're after Fat Larry. Fat Larry's broken. I can't do anything about Fat Larry. This is fine. This is actually fully manageable. It's not. We're fucking dead. Arcadius, does that whip? Oh my god, the range. Let's go whip a centipede. Fuck it. In fact, let's just charge. Just charge. Just charge. Get down here. Come and help Fat Larry. Arcadius is going to whip that centipede. You fools. You're in my domain now. Oh god, I'm sorry. Oh god. Whip the centipede, Arcadius. Arcadius. Yeah, but Arcadius, whip the centipede. Brilliant. 4,000 hours and this is all I've got. It's so shit. You can't. Arcadius thought it was so shit he passed out. Oh no. Oh, I need a breather. I mean, credit to Fat Larry though. The man saw the mechanoids coming and he just walked away and they could not stop him. This might seem like a bad idea and that's because it is, but I also don't have a choice. We're going to try and kill the centipede as fast as possible. I was going to say as fast as humanly possible, but I feel like it's not relevant anymore. We're going to come around this corner as fast as possible and we're going to pepper that centipede. And we're going to try and kill it as fast as fucking possible. And I can't believe it, but it's actually working. Holy shit, it's actually working. You've just got to believe. You've just got to believe in the jank. This makes me feel slightly less bad about Arcadius whipping a centipede until he went into a coma caused by his own disappointment. Just a cacophony of poor planning and intellectually devoid of any fucking brain function. Staggering. And the best part is, I think we've won. I think we've won. Nobody died despite the fact that Fat Larry walked away. Legally wasn't there in the first place and Arcadius whipped a centipede until he went unconscious. Well, that makes me feel slightly better about our chances. These guns weren't as bad as I expected. They really weren't that terrible at all. I think the DPS on them is pretty good. We also got quite lucky in that the guns have decent armor penetration. 42, 47, 20, 25. Oh, we can craft a grenade launcher. Oh, well, that would make things a little bit easier. Ideology change. Okay. That is interesting. We'll take a look at that in a second. Romulus, how are you doing? Romulus lost an arm. Bear in mind, Romulus isn't celestial, so we need to be fixing this, like, immediately. He's still up and fighting. He is just a regular man. Holy shit. I think of all the people to fear, it's Romulus. This guy had an arm shot off and he just started hip firing at the centipede. Holy shit. The whip in practice. Absolute shit. Really just unforgivably bad. Am I allowed to show that on YouTube? Well, I guess I have now. Never mind. Well, that grey pixel looks slightly like a booby. Guess who doesn't get to pay their rent this month? Okay. Ideology change. The diverse ideologies surrounding your colony has opened up the minds of your colonists to a change. Your colonists are debating on adopting the following changes from historical neo-Joricism. Torture is horrible if innocent, but otherwise fine, really. Organ use is acceptable, and oculatories are desired. We can't go for oculatories. We can't do that. Organ use acceptable. Torture horrible if innocent. In some ways, that's a really nice step in the right direction. So torture goes from always horrible to horrible if innocent. So that's an improvement. Organ use goes to accepted rather than no harvest. Okay. So that would be a massive bonus for Robot Man. The only problem is the ocular trees. We can't get ocular trees. This is a really hard choice, but I feel like because it's such a nice step in the right direction with the torture and the organ harvesting, that I can overlook, no pun intended, the ocular trees. That is a -5 mood from here on out, though, which is pretty hefty. That's kind of massive. Maybe with siege please, though, there is a possibility of getting them from traders, so I'll just make sure that every trade ship that turns up, we're actually trading with. And you know what? Fuck it. Why not? I'm thinking a mid-episode pivot to oil barons. Only the safest and smartest of Hell oil barons store their oil right next to the lava. What a terrible day to be an ash zombie. Of all the people to interrupt, Romulus and Shittle just drilling it from both sides. You poor fool. Oil console is online. Now for the moment of truth. Do we actually have... Oh, well that's a bloody good sign. Hello. Oh, that's a lot of oil. Right under the base, too. We've got another bit in this middle section, and then another bit over to here. Was that 123,000? 141,000, the biggest cap on the map we got right under our base. Well, I couldn't work out any more perfectly. I also love the aesthetic of giant oil wells dwarfing the Garanland tree. I think that's high tier. Oh, a trait change? Wow. Shittle has lost a trait inefficient? Whoa, that is a massive change for Shittle then. He's no longer awful. I mean, he's still slothful and absent-minded, but other than that, that's a massive improvement. Maybe it's because of how efficiently he jackhammered that ash zombie. Smells to me like oil time. Oh, we've got to drill the fucking well. This is going to take a long time. Oh, God, we're going to have to alloy the steel to fill up the pipe to drill the well to pump the oil to refine into chem fuel to burn for power. Maybe I should have just built a fucking wind turbine and shut up. So to cut a very long story short, I've removed time-based dangers. How many is that? 70 fucking 5. 75. Well, that's a reasonable raid for, oh, remind me, 9 people. This is going to be interesting, I think. Wow, this is survival horror. Oh, God, they're going to breach the line. Ridiculous. They're just silly. They're just silly. What the hell does that mean? What is that? A large piece of an ancient space hulk is crashing nearby. If I shoot this, will something come out of it? Yes. Oh. What is this fucking mod pack? If you could, get out. We had 1 or 2 slight issues with it. I think it would work fine if you're looking for a harder survival experience in Rimworld. But if you're painting your character's outfits and growing gigantic caterpillars from dark portals to the warp, I feel like it doesn't really work too well. We're here to tell a story about these silly characters and having the constant pressure of difficulty growth regardless of what we do, whether we produce weapons or do nothing at all. It doesn't matter. It will still be building up in the background there. I feel like it doesn't work. And if we ever use it again in a future series, it's going to have to be a sweaty series. So I think I'm going to put that one on the back burner and we'll just play... Speaking of which, hello? What the fuck? We've been invaded by 33 cactuses. I mean, 33 happy-looking cactuses is a bit more manageable than 75 feral ghouls, I will admit. Or a spaceship filled with demons, but even so, that's still quite a lot to fight off with. I mean, 8 poorly armed individuals. Oh, 7 if you discount Legal Lee. What are they doing? I mean, I put all of our people up here because I thought that would be the furthest point where they would have to travel to try and fight us, but turns out they're just really not interested. What the fuck are they doing? It took them a few seconds, but I think they're working it out. This is horrible. Oh, they make such nice noises. Oh, I kind of feel cruel for this. Are we the baddies? I feel like they would have had a much better chance too if they hadn't all split up like that. Fight of the century right here. Green roller versus green roller. Get him, Fat Larry. Cave him. This is so weird. I mean, to be honest, it could have been slightly more difficult than that, but fair enough. With this storyteller, though, it's not the raids that's killing us. It's the constant mental breakdowns all the friggin' time. The disturbed sleeps, both with the event and by quite literally having the sleep disturbed by a bloody zombie. Okay, what is that? Because I don't recognize that at all. Misc incidents? I swear we've played with that before. Automatically scans the nearby areas for interesting places, which can then be investigated. Sure. We need to get this oil well online as soon as possible. Being able to refine the oil down into any sort of plastic, synthylene, I think it's called, that will actually allow us to build the walls back up again, because the alternative is what right now? Using iron? Well, I mean, iron's not a terrible idea. Iron Wall has 270 hit points. Oh, God, it's almost not worth it. This is the worst day of my life. We either research big wooden mummy for General Joe. We go for friggin' sensible synthylene. I'm not even going to pretend. While ignoring the very suddenly angry metal-eating monsters, look at what is on the table. At long friggin' last, we have some meal variety. The finest of lavish meals cooked up by Fat Larry. What is in the lavish meals? A better question might be what isn't in these friggin' lavish meals. Look at this freezer. The Fat Larry special, my friends. Berries, longfin, and rice. Oh, that's fucking vile. You're going to hell, Fat Larry. Oh, well, I mean... Probably a bit late for that in hindsight. And despite the high male psychic drone and the... Oh, I mean, everything else going on right now. What the fuck is going on? Look at what is... What is this? Despite that, some of them are in a good mood. Legal Lee seems fairly happy. 2 times catharsis. Okay, well... Oh, was that minus 42? Okay, well, fuck this. We're going to caravan out and have to kill that thing. Okay, yeah, we can make some soups. We could filter some water. Or we could get, everything. Like everything. All of the things. Sure. I'll take that. No pressure legally. I just wanted to research everything. So, Remus, how's the drilling going? 10%. 10% in all this time. I should have got Arcadius to do it. Well, you can piss off. Minus 42 mood. Unbelievable. Done. There we are. 4 advanced components. Holy crap, we can build the lathe again. We've also got the Psychic Emanator, which we are definitely taking with us. Oh, you're joking. Leave the jackhammer. Oh, shit. It's still not enough. Leave the plasteel. Holy crap. Sure. Can we carry... We can't even take a meal? Well, it's going to be a hungry journey home then. Oh, and an Aurora. Okay. We've come from everybody... hating life to quite a lot of green bars all of a sudden. Is there a specific place to... Oh, yeah. Imperial machining table. I really hope that isn't one workbench for hundreds of items. That would be so weird. What do you mean interrupted sleep? No one's asleep. You can't interrupt people when they're awake. Oh, my God. It is unending. This could not be any more perfect for General Joe. Teach your dryads how to build special turrets with dryad security. This is so good. I genuinely had no idea what was in this particular mod before we started. So the fact that I accidentally made General Joe the Dryad Wrangler, dryads which are apparently built for war, by the way. This has worked out so well. No way. Are the alien tree seeds the ocular trees, or are they different? Because if that is, we can only afford, like, 1 seed because we barely have anything to sell. If that's what we need immediately, that couldn't have worked any more perfectly. I mean, from what I can tell by the pixels there, those look like eyeballs to me. We don't have tree sowing. I didn't bother researching it because we didn't have any friggin' seeds. If we could get the ocular tree down here and also plant an anima tree over, we could start building General Joe a little dryad grove. Have a load of dryad turrets, and eventually when we get much bigger farms, we can swap these out for Bartskin or Chlora dryads. And with that, we have 1 drilled oil well. Let me present to you the Legal Lee endgame. Legal Lee, famous for being quite the business expert. When there's a lot of oil and natural resources down here in hell to exploit, Legal Lee's gonna do it. Legal Lee, though, is also going to be our psychic character. And you think of the negotiation power you'd have in a big old business meeting if you could read the minds of the people across the room. Big brain, big oil. The Legal Lee Company. And the best part is, it goes even deeper still. Legal Lee's out here drilling oil wells, building big old oil drums, just to try and turn a quick profit. And who out here is not going to be happy about that? That's right. It's General fucking Joe. General Joe, the accidental tree-hugging dryad lover, who also completely out of my control happens to be Legal Lee's biggest rival. This whole thing right here couldn't have worked out any more perfect. And in hindsight, I kind of wish I hadn't built the oil drum so far away. General Joe's not going to be happy about this. Holy crap. Look at that. There it is. 30 liters of oil. This is premium top-line hell oil. Whoa, what is that? Make Dryadic Scythe. Okay, maybe a new sidearm for General Joe. How is it we build the Dryad Cannons, or whatever they were called? Dryad Sculpture Spot. Ah. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Make Dryadic Mask. Oh, that's cool. Okay, General Joe, this one's for you, my friend. What can we make it out of? Kind of want to make it out of a fancy wood. I feel like that would be the most appropriate. Oh, there isn't any. Damn. All right. Fine, we'll just have to settle for titanium then. And then we'll take like 2 of each of these. I think that's fine. We're really giving Weasel time to shine, huh? I should give you the artist badge. But Romulus was also an artist. Oh, well, I think Weasel's earned it, to be honest with you. Yeah, he more than has. Unfortunately, I think Romulus has become the new quarry slave. Ah, another one of those famous pool parties, eh? And by pool party, I mean dark cave that leads to the ocean. You better not be complaining about this. You people have done this to yourself. We got through a party without anybody fighting. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that. It's sad though because they are soaking wet. Oh, well that couldn't have worked out any more perfectly. The anima tree already grew on the beach. And I was going to build legally a beachfront property because he's big business. And what big businessman doesn't want a private beachfront property? What we really need right now then is the ability to refine it down into anything useful. The only Rimworld stuff we've got is just drilling and then storage. What about a lovely grill for his beachfront property? Spend all morning fishing and then... Oh, I can't because he can't fish. And then I would say throw it on the grill, but he can't cook either. He can pay someone to do it. That is really something, General Joe. Hey, you've been talking shit about the trees. It has to be some sort of dryad armor too, right? I just think we probably haven't got the research yet. Dryad, here we are. Dryad creation, dryad decorations. Dryadic body parts. He has become tree. It's a shame there isn't any dryad armor. I mean, there might be. There might be just under one of these as a little side research. Are those lo-fi raid beats you can study to? They really are, huh? Hello? Oh, an infestation? Okay, that's not such a big deal, but if they manage to dig through, that's going to destroy our defenses again. I think for the time being, we'll probably just ignore it. Okay, jokes aside, I hadn't realized I'd built the oil wells within the radius of the Granland tree. And look, I want to torment General Joe. I don't want to make everybody's lives a lot harder. I think it's already hard enough. So we're having to drill a new oil well, but it doesn't really matter because we can't do anything with it anyway. Not until Legal Lee gets the right research anyway. And actually, on the subject of that, we can build this thing, which is kind of like a industrial multi-analyzer, I guess. We could clear him a bit more space and throw one of those down. Oh my god. There is so much research in this friggin' mod pack. It's a hard choice, but I think I have to go gunsmithing. Some of what we've got right now is unforgivable. Oh no, it's all kicking off. He's sick of the oil drilling. It's okay, they're good, they're good, they're good. Did someone pull the other one's leg off? Oh, General Joe absolutely annihilated Legal Lee. I feel like I really shouldn't be stoking the flames like this. Okay, that looks much better. It's the same social impact, right? But I thought a top hat was a bit more appropriate than a weird priest hood. And you know what? I think I'm pretty happy with these 4 outfits here. Robo-Mummy, I don't think I even mentioned it, but I gave her a silk medical uniform that gives medical bonuses, given that she's obsessed with harvesting people's organs. And Fat Larry will eventually get a wizard's hat, but he's not a wizard and it'll just make him cry. The rest of this, though, I'm pretty happy with. I think these 4 are perfect for what they're set out to be. I need ideas for Shittle, Remus, Romulus, and Weasel. Those ones I have no clue for. Remus, I think we will go down the werewolf route, given that we've done the research, right? And he's Remus. And Romulus would also make sense if we made them twin werewolves. Shittle has slowly pivoted. Shittle's the only one really going through a proper redemption arc in that he's slowly pivoting away from being a lazy piece of shit into an actual productive member of the colony. And then I need some sort of body armor for General Joe to match his to match his Dryad helmet, but I don't think there is anything. So I'm more than open to suggestions for those 5, but like I said, I think Mr. Romulus, we will go werewolves, so it's just their day-to-day clothing we need something for. And I've also set up a couple of concrete mixes here, which will be pretty good until we get the ability to refine synthetium from the oil. It's just a very cheap, easy building material we can repaint. So with that, we can start work on everybody's bases. I feel like I probably should just start with legally. Build a little beachfront property, research room, animatory that he can meditate at. And then Fat Larry, I think, needs a bistro. He needs a bistro that also has some sort of drug production, given that the wizard's hat helps with that. I think it's intended for mana potions. Fat Larry's going to use it to make cold hard yayo. And then Arcadius' base, I think the less said about the better. I mean, it's coming along. Oh, what a terrible choice of words. It's going well. It's going well. These are all going to be big piles of pillows. We've got this thing here, a chaise lounge, or however you say it, which I think is just French for long chair. But it's a sexy chair, so that's why it's going in his base. I thought we could have built him a throne room, or we could throw down a bunch of pillows for everybody to enjoy. I think it's fairly safe to say no redemption art for Arcadius at this point. I like that, though. I think that's pretty appropriate for him. The best we can do right now with the tools that we've got. And I'll keep a close eye on the comment section and see if there are any good suggestions for the final 5 characters, trying to decide exactly what we're going to do with them. If anybody has any good suggestions for body armor for General Joe specifically, that'd be quite nice, because I'm kind of lost for ideas for how to make him a bit more of a dryad-y man. But I think starting at tomorrow's episode, I'll do a almost kind of a recap of our characters, kind of the goals, and outline it a little bit so we don't get too lost. Make sure everybody's got a good eventual endgame goal. Kind of come up with some ideas for the base as well, I think. And then hopefully we'll have a nice amount of variety here. And then we'll have to start assigning people to factions too, I guess. But in the meantime, thank you all for watching. I mean, it wasn't the most explosive episode today, but we've got all the foundations laid for everything at this point, right? Actual lavish meals. I'm more than happy with that. That should hopefully shut them up for a little while anyway. Thank you in the meantime to Biv, Mr. Moma, Zetlock, Crimson, Orkansas, Bloodsnakes Chaos, Ethox, Alluvion Mishap, Athom, Skaz, Hippie Springbeer, Darth Hawk, Antolino, Alex, Monk, Zaka, Helveticus, and Commander Krint for their support of the executive producer tiers over at Patreon. Thank you for making the channel possible. Thank you as well to, wow, these lists are long, Richie Luigi, Fatigable, Redeemer 50288, Dion, Shatner's Bassoon, Skunkalope, Canopus, Ractanian, Prince Medixis, Edgemere, Wide Riots, and Randoman9989.